4 years ago, Guerrilla Games, the developers of Horizon Zero Dawn, opened a job posting where they were recruiting talent to work on an MMO set within the world of Horizon Zero Dawn. 2 years ago, Sony confirmed that they were in a collaborative effort with NCSoft, the developers of Throne and Liberty, Ion, Blade and Soul, or at least the publisher of Blade and Soul, creating the new Horizon MMO. This could be big, but knowing NCSoft and their expansive history, that was probably not going to be the case. Now, for the last 2 years, we've kind of just been waiting for anything, any little tidbit of information. And this article right here from Push Square came out. There are two parts to this story. We're going to look at the original story first, then we're going to go ahead and look at the update. The original story reads, over a year ago, Sony announced a strategic partnership with Korean publisher NCSoft, with the speculated goal being to create a multi-format MMO based on the Horizon franchise. At the time, CEO Jim Ryan said partnering with NCSoft advances our strategy to expand beyond console and broaden PlayStation's reach to a wider audience. Like SIE, NCSoft shares a similar vision in creating high-quality, impactful entertainment experiences for players everywhere, and together we're excited to collaborate to push the boundaries of gaming further. The game, named both Project H and Project Skyline internally, was apparently targeting the PS5, PC, and mobile. I did not know that. That is disappointing. As part of PlayStation's aims to reach more players. But that game appears to have been cancelled as NCSoft falls upon hard times. In a New Year address earlier this month, co-CEOs Kim Tak-jin and Park Byung-moo said in a statement to staff, let's make 2025 a year of bone-crushing efforts with the mindset that if we don't turn around by 2025, NCSoft will never have a future. No pressure, huh? Following a round of layoffs in October last year, a new report by Korean publication MTN reveals that the aforementioned Project H has been canceled as part of a feasibility review. Staff will now apparently be transferred to a different project. That is not good news for NCSoft given the failure of Throne and Liberty. It's important to note that this game is not to be confused with a separate online multiplayer version of Horizon confirmed to be in development at series creator Guerrilla. That game, as far as we understand, still very much remains in production for now. Okay, interesting. So there were going to be two online versions of Horizon, but Sony's been having a particularly tough time expanding its business recently. A live service God of War developed by Bluepoint alongside a second title by Ben Studio was canceled recently. Moreover, the manufacturer has thus far failed to bring its franchise to mobile with smartphone, blah, blah. Okay, so that was the original story. Sony canceled their Horizon MMO. Now there was an update posted January 21st. Before we go any further, I do want to take a moment here to thank all of my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are absolutely phenomenal, and I genuinely cannot thank you all enough for the support. NCSoft's unannounced Horizon MMO may not have been canceled after all. Okay. In an email shared on the forum RuliWeb, reporter Seo Jung-gun told a reader that the canceled Project 8 mentioned in his article had nothing to do with Horizon. So apparently NCSoft just happened to be working on two different Project H's. Well, that's going to be confusing. Imagine walking into the building and for the first time and trying to find out your floor, or asking where the hall for Project H is and being directed to multiple different areas. This is where the story gets pretty confusing. NCSoft job resumes have referenced a game called Project Skyline, which shares the same font as Horizon's logo. This was previously known as Project 8. Wait, just because they shared the same font doesn't mean it, like, dude, they're the same studio. What? They might have... That's an easy mistake to make. That might just be a base font they use for these things. It appears, however, that the Project H, which has been canceled, is not Project Skyline, meaning the rumored Horizon MMO may still be alive. Of course, none of this changes the fact that NCSoft is going through a difficult time and may have realigned its priorities. So, apparently, this guy, who is just a reporter, told a person that what was confirmed to be canceled is actually not what was confirmed to be canceled. This is the most confusing information I have probably read all year. Thankfully, it's only the end of January, so we got a whole 11 months to top this. At the end of the day, this means we actually have no idea if the game was canceled or not. It could be, or it might not be, who knows. Either way, do we even want a Horizon MMO at this point? Because if I'm being honest, based off of the reception of everything the devs and Sony are doing with the Horizon IP, it might not have the impact that NCSoft are hoping. Hey, where do you think you're going? I see what you're doing there. I see you navigating on over, scrolling on over to that X button. Don't you dare. What I need you to do is take a moment and click one of the videos that are about to appear as soon as I'm done talking. And trust me, you're gonna want it.